meeting up today, just a week after the Oscars. So I want to congratulate you, Julianne, on winning your first Academy Award.
Thank you very much.
This must be such an exciting time in your career and your life. So I just want to know, Women of Worth is such an important cause. So with this platform that you have now? Why this? What makes it your passion?
It's really a way to celebrate people who are making an extraordinary difference in their own lives and their own communities by giving back. Mm-hmm. And the women that we celebrate every year are so extraordinary, have accomplished such amazing things. It's just been a thrill and an honor to meet them and to celebrate them.
Can you think of an example or share a story of a time when you felt you were able to empower another woman, or perhaps another woman was able to help and support you?
You know, it's so interesting when you start out. I started out in a soap opera. I don't know if you know that, but yeah, which, as the world turns. And I can remember when I was 23 years old, and I had some scene with a woman who was playing my mother, and I had to throw myself into her arms, you know, sobbing and crying and stuff. And I the camera was here, and my face was there, and she very carefully picked my face up and put it toward the camera. Just a little guidance. I know. She was like, let them see your face, darling. And it was the sweetest, most wonderful thing. It was something I really didn't know how to do. You know, so I mean, we find that I kind of everywhere along the way. I mean, I do that now when I work with younger people who don't know where something. Mm-hmm. I mean, you always do that. I mean, that's something that women do for each other.
Mm-hmm. In the last couple years, the conversation around gender equality has just gained urgency. It feels like there's just much more force around this topic, right. Both in policy and in culture. And we saw it with Patricia Arquette's speech at the Academy Awards. Got a huge response from the crowd and viewers around the world. So I was just wondering, why do you think this topic has gained such momentum in the last couple of years? And do you see yourself as a part of it, and how?
It's a big question.
It's a big question.
Yeah. Where do you want to start? I think that obviously it is important. We're talking about a population that's split pretty much equally between men and women, between the genders, and so that's if there is inequality, it needs to be eradicated. Everybody deserves an equal piece of the pie. Everybody deserves equal pay for equal work. That's what the Lilly Ledbetter Act is about. So the fact that it's still happening, people aren't being paid the same, is kind of absurd. But what is wonderful is that it has become part of the conversation. When I felt like for a while it kind of went away, So it's great that people are talking about it.
And Kaitlin, I would love to hear a little bit about Classes for Classes. What inspired you to start this group, this organization, and why is this work so important to you?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think to start with, what inspired Classes for Classes was my students and I surviving a horrific tragedy, and in the days and weeks after, really coming to find that I needed to answer two questions. How does it not define us? How do we get control back? And both of those answers came when we decided to pay it forward, when we decided that we had been given to, and it was our chance and opportunity to give back to someone else. And that was the very initial project, sort of the catalyst for Classes that launched us. And since we've worked with over 1,200 students, 10 states, really the platform is for teachers to engage their students in learning a social curriculum by being actively engaged, by doing. So they're being kind to someone else. They're empathizing with the needs of someone else. They're being compassionate to someone else by giving a gift. And it's really unique because there is no financial responsibility on the teachers, the schools, or the students, which is really important to us. All of our projects are crowdfunded. So it's you, it's Julianne, it's me, it's anyone in the United States or the world coming onto our site, seeing the amazing work these kids are doing for someone else and saying, I want to support that.
You're joining us today because you are the recipient of L'Oreal's Women of Worth honor. So Julianne's not the only award winner here.
That's right.
Although,
I know, I'm just teasing. But since you received that honor, what has it meant to you, and how have you found that platform has helped you to get your word out and further your work with Classes for Classes?
Yeah, well, thank you for asking. It's been transformative, a real life changer for our organization. It literally, as you said, has given us a national platform. People are aware of us who never would have been. We've won grants and awards that we never would have. It just has given us the visibility to really let people know on a large scale what we're doing, why we're doing it, and why they should support us.